game, bro. Oh, it's off.
Real shaky at the free throw line, aren't we there, buddy? You're real shaky.
Oh, all the way.
Wow.
Euro. Hey, see what? Remember the Euro step?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I just showed you how to do it. Wait. 2, 1. I would have blocked that.
Let's go.
Win the game. You got the baby. Triangle. Layup.
Let's set the tone early. Okay, lots of energy.
Che and company are cooking up a nice little winning streak here.
If you
game
can't stand
tonight.
the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
The only thing nicer than a winning streak is that
Land of the free.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said,
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. Well, these are not the lineups that either team, Clark, thought they would have for this one. Big injuries to contend with on both sides.
And that happens sometimes during the course of the season, Kevin. It's actually a good test of your depth and your will, and it gives other guys an opportunity to step into the breach and show what they've got. Always interesting to see which guys will take advantage of a newfound opportunity.
A lot of opportunity, you're right. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Trez out there with Ben Simmons, and it's O'Quinn in at the 5. And for the Magic, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the small forward position. The 76ers shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And it's Orlando's ball. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Ross. Down low. It's good from Gordon on the assist from Ross.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Harris outside. Pass to Prez. Shot from 12. Here's O'Quinn, and the layup is good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Fultz, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. There's the pass to Ross. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Prez. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Simmons. Deep 2 from Ross. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Prez. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
Prez with the ball. Now guarded by Ennis.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
And here's Fultz. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Pass to Ross. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Orlando trailing here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Ennis with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Prez with the bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Passes to Ross. Shot from free throw range. Connects. The jumper drops. Ross has got his second bucket of the night.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
Pass to O'Quinn. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
The Magic trail by 4. Here's Fultz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now Prez. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Ennis. Fultz the pass to Gordon. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Prez. No good that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Now the pass to Gordon. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Ross. 5 to shoot. And the turnover again by Orlando. This game coming on the heels of their win against.
Jack Simmons. Hey, cover me. Big coming. Tobias.
Making some changes. James Ennis comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Ross in for Fultz. Philadelphia also making some changes. Maurice checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Prez is subbed in for Alec Burks. 5-on-3 break. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Simmons. Murray out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Prez in at the 2.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Prez in the last matchup against the Bucks was just phenomenal. He scored 22 points, and he also did a good job of creating for others, getting them the ball in position to score. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. He can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others. You know, the Magic last year, they hired Steve Clifford as head coach. He's known for his defensive systems, and they allow the 5th fewest points in the league, and they're 6th in block shots. So defense clearly much improved for them.
The 76ers leading by 6. Makes it off the glass. Prez has got 10.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Lays it up off the glass. The Magic also have the personnel to have a great defense.
You know, you really have to have athleticism and length to be a really good defensive team, and then the willingness to play at that end of the floor. Clifford inherited a roster with that kind of makeup.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Prez, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Here's Prez, gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Simmons against Augustine. Passes it to Ross. With some arc, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Ross, that's good.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
And here is Prez. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Simmons passes to Prez. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Prez has got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Milwaukee. Pass to Ross. Now Gordon. Ross passes to Gordon. 5 on the clock from downtown. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 11.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient, raining it off the catch. Love it.
Now here's Prez. D right on him. Simmons. Orlando grabs the miss. Shoots. Another shot. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Gordon.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical. The sky up for the board.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not.
Burks with it. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Bolts and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Ennis out there with Aminu, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. The pass to Ross. 6 to shoot. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, we know that T. Ross can get it going. Part of the 50-plus club in terms of scoring the basketball.
Here's Prez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Here are the Magic now, down by 12. Here's Fultz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ennis misses.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Prez finds Harris. Off target from three-point range. The Magic shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Great D that time from Prez. The 76ers leading by 12. Floats one up, and it's good on the layup. Prez has got 5 points now this quarter.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around.
Fultz the pass to Ennis. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Ross. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Fultz.
Man, I love the energy Fultz plays with, Kevin. I mean, when he's deep in the paint, he's really comfortable going up to shoot it.
To the inside, and finished off by Fultz.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Good on the shot. The 76ers leading by 6. Now Prez, 21 points in the game. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room. Tries again. And Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 14 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Ennis. Augustine against Harris. For 3, Ross. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 5 assists tonight.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Prez dishes to O'Quinn. Great D that time from Vucevic.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Pass to Ross. Snatched away. And here's the break. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Passes it to Vucevic. Ross with a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Augustine against Simmons. Vucevic, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 16.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Philadelphia calls time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Ross is checked in for Carter Williams. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. And then for Philadelphia, Al Horford is checked in for Shake Milton. And Prez is subbed in for Burks. Back to Ross. Just 5 to shoot. High, arcing shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Horford.
And, you know, with his athleticism, you like to see Ross attacking the defense like that.
And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. And Simmons is out there with Prez. And it's O'Quinn in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Stolen by Bamba. Ross on the wing. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. Here's Bamba. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. And it's a 3-point Magic lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Ross. Prez kicks to O'Quinn. Pass to Prez. Stolen by Gordon. Ennis with the ball. Harris is there. Bamba passes to Gordon. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Prez. And here they go. And Simmons slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, Bamba really a dogged rebounder despite his slight frame. He's got great length and timing, and his intensity is really impressive.
Here's Prez, who's back up. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Gordon dishes to Fultz. Up and in on the layup. Fultz has got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Prez. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And it's a 7-point Magic lead. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. And here is Harris. Prez with the ball. He kicks it to Simmons. Inside. Here's Prez. Ross grabs the board.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Timeout called the 76ers.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Fultz the pass to Bamba. Yep, it counts. Bamba's got 10 points in just the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good name. And O'Quinn sends it back. Ennis passes to Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Boy, those finely tuned offensive skills possessed by Vucevic, punishing the defense, putting on a clinic.
Here's Prez. He dishes it to O'Quinn. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Ennis kicks to Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ross. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now a 12-point Magic lead. Now here's Prez. Defense is right there. Simmons inside. Guarded by Fultz. Shots good by Simmons.
You know, guys, it's no secret. This is a part of his game that's still developing, shooting. Nice to see Simmons with confidence from the mid-range.
Fultz kicks to Vucevic. No coverage that time. Vucevic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball. On the wing, Gordon. And there's the pass to Ross. Here's Fultz. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
What a great guy. I love having him on the show.
Strong agree. We should have him on more often.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to James after the show. I'm sure he can make that happen.
Oh, yeah. Book it and cook it, Hank.
Tough loss tonight, Jay. How do you regroup after one like this?
Losing's never easy, but we got a good group of guys in there, so we'll do what we always do. Keep it professional and figure it out. Move on. I still want to do ranch barbecue, blue cheese.
Jay, what up? Three? Yeah.
What's up, Don?
Hey, man. Good to
How
see
you doing?
Yeah,
Good seeing you too,
good,
man.
good. Hey, look, I just booked you an interview on Hank and the Hornet.
Word?
Yeah.
Hey, Hank and the Hornet, man, that's dope. I love those guys.
Right? They're awesome.
Yeah.
Look, a couple of talking points I wanted to go over. Nothing big. Just, feel free to drop it into the conversation wherever it feels like natural.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
So, 3 things. First of all, you only wear Jordans, obviously. Second, Jordan is an iconic brand. Iconic silhouettes, iconic athletes. You've always loved the shoe. Speak from the heart, your own personal narrative.
Sure.
And third, see if you can work in something about flight, Air Jordan, right? Engineered for flight.
Oh, I like that.
People love to fly, that kind of thing. Sound good?
So I just drop that stuff in whenever I can?
As naturally as you can, whenever you can. Above all else, we just want you to be authentic, man. Just be yourself, you'll be great.
For sure. I'll see you later, Don.
All right.
Okay, we are now joined in studio by a very special guest.
The studio's buzzing here,
Exactly,
Hank.
sure is. Yeah, you know him as the freshest face of your favorite basketball team, but around here we just call him Che. And Che, welcome into the show. It's great to have you here. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you are essentially brand new, and you're pretty new to the league. What is it that you think is your favorite part about going pro so far?
Honestly, it's playing in front of the fans. I've always been a big performance guy, so being in that arena with 20,000 people is wild, man, but I really love it. I really do.
Chef in the kitchen gonna cook.
Dude, you are crazy.
You don't even know the half of it, Che.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay.
So, Che, is there anything you're especially looking forward to in your first season as pro?
Yeah, you gonna buy a boat? A yacht. Gotta get that yacht.
I'm real geeked about getting the new Jordans as soon as they drop, man. I'm a big Jordan guy. They're iconic, they're classic. MJ's one of my favorite players, so to be able to get these shoes, I don't have to wait in line, is so dope.
Flavor on his feet, and he can't be beat. I sang that one.
Wow.
Sound good.
Oh, appreciate you.
Okay, I'm told we have time for one more question. So, Che, who would you say are your basketball heroes?
Hey, Jordan, pretty much, man. The player, the shoe, legendary from top to bottom.
Yeah, so pretty big Jordan fan, huh?
Hey, man, what can I say, man? Jordan can fly. When I got my Jordans on, I feel like I can fly, too. You feel me?
And somewhere, a PR person has just earned their wings. Yeah.
Oh, no, Hank, man. That came from the heart.
Che, that's all the time we've got for you today, but thank you so much for joining us here, and good luck to you on the rest of your season.
Congrats on all the success, Jay.
Hey, man, Hank and Hornet, you guys are the best, man.
Oh, I love that. Cart that up. So next on Hank and the Hornet, we'll be taking your calls.
Woo, always a risky proposition, Hank.
Certainly is. But first, a word from our sponsors. You need some cash out of your house? How about a reverse mortgage? They can set you up at Walker & Associates.
Hey, look, I was house poor before I called them. Now, house rich.
Wow. It's one phone call that does it all. Walker & Associates will set you up with a little bit of money coming your way out of your house.
get one. Good foul. Oh, man, still on a 10-0 run right here, man. 10-0 run.
10-0. He ain't say 1-0, 2-0. He said 10-0.
10-0. Let's go get that. Go get that. Hurry up. Speed kills. Go bang out. Let's go. One.
Come on, run. I like the body, man.
You need some Gatorade. Your fingers are.
Lots of energy.
You're still looking for tickets for any upcoming events? Visit the ticket booth on our team website for immediate offers.
What a wonderful view of the fan. Let's go.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school. And
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
But take a look at Embiid. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Simmons is out there with Prez. And it's O'Quinn in at the 5 down low. And for Miami, we've got Jay Crowder. Robinson is out there with Dragic. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. Long season, Brent, halfway through. Some teams try to create camaraderie, team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
You're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, "You should read this," and I said, "Read it. I lived it." Are you kidding me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about. Hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
Butler on the wing. Back to Dragic. Lets it go with a 3. Not going to go that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher there. That was a case where every single thing that could have gone wrong for them, it showed up.
And here is Prez. After Jimmy Butler made that last 3-pointer. Here's Prez. It's Adebayo with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
That's good from Prez on the assist from Simmons. And that's now 6 points for Prez. Miami's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Dragic kicks to Butler. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Trying to get open is Crowder. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball. And exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
In the corner, it's Harris. The pass to Prez. "16 feet away. A second chance effort. Rejected by Dragic. That's a 2 from Crowder. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
Here's Adebayo after the made shot from Prez. Count the basket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Stolen by Robinson. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Knocked away. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. Well, you look at Prez. What a start to his NBA career he's had. Wow. You know, you knew he could be special. He's showing everyone why as he sits third in the rankings.
And it's a testament to his ability and toughness that he's got himself into that #3 spot in the Rookie of the Year ranking.
I'm just wondering if he has older brothers, because he's had very little problems getting accustomed to bigger bodies and more physical play in the NBA.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olynyk, he's checked in for Crowder. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. The 76ers also with a sub. Milton's checked in. Here's Hero. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Now here's Prez. Tries it from 9. It's deflected. Gets the pass to Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shots good from Butler. And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
Oh, no doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. And it's Hero in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Prez in the last matchup against the Magic was sensational. He scored 28 points and did something else well, finding ways to force the defense to send him to the foul line. He really played a complete game out there. He just seemed to be in rhythm and always in the right place at the right time. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best. And so far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 7 now in this quarter. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Here's Hero. He's got 7. Butler on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hero. And he overshot that one, missing.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded. They double him with Butler. Here's O'Quinn. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Heat leading by 3. To the middle, here's Crowder. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Crowder's got his second basket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's Prez, guarded by Robinson. Prez, no good on the shot.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Crowder, the pass to Hero. Shot clock at 6. Butler on the way. There's the 3. He scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Prez dishes to Harris. Shoots over Crowder. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Miami the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient, Greg, on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
To win with consistency, Brent, you need guys who you can bank, guys you can count. With that in mind, who's the most consistent scorer you see night in and night out in the NBA?
Well, Kevin Durant and James Harden are just tremendous at scoring the basketball. Anywhere they are, at any time, they have an opportunity within a few minutes to explode and put 10 or 12 points on the board. And so those individual runs, and then Kevin, quite frankly, the attention defensively from the opposition to try to shut them down will open up opportunities for other guys to flood into the game that haven't had any impact thus far.
Exactly.
So now all of a sudden they get going. But Durant, Harden, and last year there were stretches where Paul George absolutely entered this category.
Al Simmons, after the missed 3 from Goran Dragic. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Prez. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And the shot goes in.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. Jones comes in for Robinson. For Philadelphia, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Here's Prez. Lays it up and banks it in. Prez has got 26.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
Now here's Butler. 16 points for him. Here's Adebayo. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Adebayo's got 10.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Dragic after the miss from Prez. Jones kicks to Olynyk. And here is Butler. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. On the clock. From deep three-point range. Horford with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Prez. Back to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fable. Rebound by Olynyk. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami, leading by 5. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Here's Prez. Good work there as it goes. Prez has got 28 points for the game.
Playing from behind right here, not easy. but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
Heads up, let's get this done. Che, you heard what Coach said. All right, we see your effort out there. All right, just keep doing what you're doing.
I mean, I want to win.
All right, we all want to win. All right, but the only thing you can control is you. All right, so just give us a half like you just did, and whatever happens, you know you didn't cheat it. That's all you can do.
All right.
All right.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Prez out there with Ben Simmons, and it's O'Quinn in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar, great use of speed change. But that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Sometimes when a shooter misses a wide open shot, Brent, you hear, oh, he had too much time. I mean, is that really a thing?
I mean, in life, do we really have too? You never have too much time.
Never have too much time.
You can never have too much time.
I think about Marc Gasol, like in the finals and the playoffs last year. He would sit there and no one would even be around him.
And he's tiptoeing like, do I shoot? Do I shoot? I think it messes with you just in terms of the psychological part about like, why isn't anybody guarding me here? Well, if you're a bad shooter, there's a really good reason why they're not guarding you.
They get it again. Here's Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. .156 left in the third quarter. Adebayo finds Dragic. Stolen by O'Quinn. Prez with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. The 76ers with another miss. The Heat trail by 10. It's Jones on the wing. O'Quinn defending. Jones, the pass to Olynyk. Over Prez, and Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Jones. 6 points for Kelly Olynyk. Here's Prez. Count it. Prez has got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia. So it's Miami now. Here's Dragic. He's got 6. Got a piece of it. Dishes it to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. For 3, Olynyk. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Heat shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. Dragic with it, picked up by Harris. Passes it to Olynyk. Butler feeling out of it. To Olynyk. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now here's Dragic. Fires for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Dragic has got it back down to within single digits for Miami.
Well, he did not think twice. Firing away, Dragic knocks down and sinks the 3-ball.
And so it's the Philadelphia. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for the Heat, the backcourt, Dragic and Butler. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. And he banks in the layup.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
Here's Prez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Prez. The Heat trail by 9. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Dragic with it. Back to Butler. Loads it up for Butler. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Butler always looking to find that alley-oop. Just throw it his way, and he'll handle the rest.
Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Dragic. Butler with the steal. Right side Jones. Trying to get open is Adebayo. The layup missed.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Prez with the bucket.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Jones. Outside Butler. Dishes it to Olynyk. Kicks it to Jones. Clock at 4. Butler from outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Neto's checked in. Here's Prez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That free throw, no good. Crowder is checked in for the Heat. Philadelphia also making some changes. Horford comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Raul Neto. Gets the pass to Crowder. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Burks, he's checked in for Prez. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Philadelphia.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Prez.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Horford the pass to Prez. Miami grabs the miss. It's stolen by Prez. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business.
For the home team. And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again. Hey, Jet here, man. I thought you guys came out focused and prepared. And once you built that lead, man, you never let up.
Well, step one was to close the door and then come back. Step two, though, we wanted to give our followers a show, no matter how they were watching. We wanted our performance to turn up their screens, because without them, without their energy behind us, we'd be low-key lost in the sauce.
Well, you weren't low-key lost. You played great.
And thanks for joining.
Hey, Che, need you to do some press.
Okay, cool.
Great, just take your time, stop by when you're done.
See you in a sec.
Thanks.
Yes, injuries are part of the game, Hornet, but you got to have a next man up mentality.
Step it up, baby.
Yeah, and let's be honest, that's part of why you have a 15th-man roster in the end.
You're top 3 in All-Star voting at your position, but you're not the top guy yet. What's it going to take to grab that spot?
I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Eventually, they're gonna see what's up.
So you think you're the best player at your position in the league right now?
Of course. Don't you?
Well,
for sure. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep doing what I gotta do. Y'all gonna see what's up eventually. Y'all gonna see the king.